Hello, everyone. My name is Brynn Krug, and I'm the managing editor here at the Northern Star. Today, I am joined with...
My name is Rachael, and I'm the assistant lifestyle editor for this semester.
Yeah, and we are filming the first episode back for this semester of The Trend, a Northern Star pop culture podcast. So each week on The Trend, we talk about a few trending pop culture topics, and then at the end, we'll decide whether each topic is in or out, and rank them from our least favorite to favorite. So let's get into it. This episode is more going to be a summer recap, the big things happening this summer. So first off, a little guy who's taken the world by storm, Labubus. So Rachael, how much do you know about Labubus?
I mean, I feel like I know, I know what they are. I know, some of the controversy, behind them. People are saying they're demonic. I don't know why. I'm also not, religious, so, I don't play into that.
Yeah.
But I'm okay, sure. Okay.
Yeah. No, I've seen, because they are devilish, but it's not, it's in a cute character way.
Exactly.
It's not in a deeper meaning type of way.
Yeah.
Are you pro or anti Labubu, would you say?
I mean, I guess I'd say I'm more pro. I don't see a problem with them. You do you.
Yeah. So, I'm sure you all know, but for those who don't, Labubu is, this character. So, it was created by this Hong Kong illustrator, Kasing Lung, and they're these little, elvish guys with a little, they have, an evil kind of face with, pointy teeth, and then their face is, plasticky material.
Yeah.
But then they have, a fuzzy body with, a fuzzy head and these little, bunny ears.
You know what they remind me of? If a mascot costume could be shrunken down into a keychain. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I will say, I like the designs. I think they're cute.
Yeah.
But one thing that makes them different is they're part of blind boxes.
Yes.
And if you know, there's a company called PopMart. And they do a bunch of, little blind boxes.
Yeah.
And I love blind boxes. I love specifically PopMart blind boxes. I have a bunch. It's just you get the excitement of opening it, but then it's okay, you have a cute little figurine you can keep on your shelf.
Yeah.
But last time when I went to visit the PopMart store when I was in New York, and I got this little, there was this one, the Peach Riot series.
Okay.
I've had my eye on for a long time, and I wanted that one, and I was like, wait, this other little character is cute.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll get the other character instead. Big mistake. I get the other one. I say to my friend, the only character I don't want is this one. I opened up that one.
Yep.
So yeah, that's another thing. With the blind box, you cannot see what you're getting.
Yeah.
So back to the Labubu of it all. I think the blind box creates multiple issues for these characters.
Yeah.
So so first of all, the character, it was just a collectible toy.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, it blew up. Now it's the trendy item. And that's the problem to me. I think I would be fine with Labubus as is. Yeah. But the problem is how oversaturated the trend is.
Yes. Okay, here's my question, because I've seen some of them go for thousands of dollars resale. Why is that?
So because it's the blind box, you don't know which one you're getting, and there's secret items. So that leads to overconsumption, is people are oh, I need to buy an entire case. I'm going to buy 20 Labubus because I want to try to get the secret, or I want to try to get the full set. So then that leads to the overconsumption of it.
Yep.
But it just became a trend. It's the trendy item. Everyone wants to have a Labubu. Yeah. Because it was so popular, though, all the ones on, the official PopMart website sold out that. They were just so difficult to come by. So that's when we get to Lafufus. And so Lafufu is the term that has been given to
the fake ones,
the fake Labubus.
And see, I know a little bit more about these guys than the official, which sounds really bad.
They're funny looking because it's some will look close to the Labubus, but it's their face is slightly messed up.
Yeah.
But others are freakish, and they have like plastic, like
Yeah.
monstrous Barbie bodies, like looks crazy.
Mhm.
And that's again with the blind box.
Yeah.
People are able to take advantage of that system because you don't know what you're buying.
No, you don't.
You don't know if it's like, obviously there's ways to spot. I think people, realistically, if you're buying a gas station Labubu,
Oh, there's no way.
you know it's a Lafufu.
Yeah.
But sometimes people genuinely
They
believe
don't know.
they're spending $20 on at
a
least
real thing.
$20.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
But so that's another problem, is that fact. Also, I feel like with the Labubus versus Lafufus, there's almost like this pretentiousness now involved.
Yeah.
Because like now that it's so oversaturated, you know, who wants these little fun
Yeah.
keychains and figurines is kids.
Exactly.
Kids want these.
Yep.
And their parents don't know any better to know, oh, there's fakes out there, whatever.
And the other thing too about the fakes, and Grant, I don't know if I can't remember if this is real or if it's a conspiracy, because I heard it on one podcast and I swear I saw like a headline. They're now saying that there's like possibly cameras in the Lafufus.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's real. So
I have not heard that.
Yeah.
But
And that could be just a conspiracy
Yeah.
theory, possibly, and I don't want to spread conspiracies here as
Yeah.
much as I love them. But yeah.
But one real hazard for children, though, is if the Lafufus are plasticky and they're poor quality,
Yeah.
those, like the eyes, or
Uh-huh.
if they have like one of the messed up bodies, like an
Yeah.
arm or something, can fall off and be like a choking hazard.
Literally.
So like because of the poor craftsmanship, they could be dangerous for kids.
And another thing too I have heard about the Labubus or the Lafufus, either one, I've now heard too that it's kind of a recession indicator, because now there's these people, you know, going out and buying like a cheap thing, because right now it's a popular thing that is cheap for people to have in this economy. But now it's like, okay, we can see what we're heading towards at this point.
Yeah, and I think they're actually like, I think the prices are going down now, but it's like
Okay.
they were so expensive.
The other day when I was looking for Sophia's piece, I think I saw on PopMart's website they were like $30.
Yeah, there aren't any of the mystery like blind boxes for sale on PopMart right now.
Okay.
Because again, like they're so popular, they
Yeah.
sell out so quick. But yeah, I would say probably around $30.
Yeah.
That's the price of these.
Which for me, and maybe it's because it's the blind box aspect, but like I wouldn't pay $30 for something that I don't know what I'm getting.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And then the other problem is people say, oh, instead of paying $30, pay $60 for the single real Labubu because you can't buy it anywhere else. And then
Exactly.
you open it and it's Lafufu and you've been scammed.
Yep.
Oh, also, like, for kids, now that it's become like, oh, Labubu versus Lafufu.
Yeah.
If a child has a convincing-looking Lafufu,
Yeah.
they're going to be, like, happy with that. And then I just pictured, like, a kid going to school
I
and,
was
like,
literally just gonna say that.
and someone's like, oh, that's not real. And
it's
is, like,
what
making
happened
fun of them.
with the Stanley Cups.
Exactly.
All over again.
Yeah. So, like, if Labubu was just like the rest of the PopMart characters
Yeah.
and was just Labubu, I would love it. I would probably get one.
Yeah.
I think they're cute and cool.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's like, oh, so oversaturated, it's like now I'm like it feels embarrassing to even own one because it
Yeah.
feels like such a trend to me.
I haven't even seen one in person or the boxes anywhere. So I'm like,
Yeah.
where are these at?
I have seen some sold at gas stations.
My God.
But yeah, I have not. I've never like actually met someone who has a Labubu.
Yeah, I haven't either.
But and yet we see them every single TikTok is like
Yeah.
Labubu. There's been so many things. So yeah, I guess I'm against like it's good in theory. I like the no hate to the original artist.
yeah.
That's great. But it's like it is just kind of shows with social media and with our current social climate how quickly trends become like all consuming, and I just think it's gross.
I mean, like, the only, like, the thing, like, to me that's, like, kind of cool about them, it's, like, it reminds me of, like, when you and I were younger. Like, when we were kids, when, like, the blind bags and the blind boxes were a huge thing. So it's kind of, like, it could be a nostalgia thing, too.
Yeah.
And that's why they're so popular. But
yeah, it's just, like, overconsumption and then weird, like, classism of, like, oh, I have a real one and you don't. But, yeah. So anti-Labubus, but they're definitely on the out. Like,
they are.
in 2 months' time, it's going to be like, oh, you still have a Labubu keychain?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Which is the other problem with trends is that
they go in and out so quickly.
And if they're so over, like if it's a small thing and then you're doing it later, who cares?
Exactly.
But if it's like, oh, everyone was doing that, you're still doing that. Like, again, there's a level of social shame that is there but should not be. All right. And for our next topic, we are going to talk about Love Island.
Teach me all the things, Brynn.
So, Love Island is a reality dating show. It started in the UK, but then it came to the US, so there's a US version as well. I believe this was season 6.
Okay. See, I know of it. I'm going to, like, somewhat age myself right now. Do you remember, like, the app called Episode?
Yes.
Yes, that is how I remember it. I don't think I ever played the Love Island one, but I remember it's, like, being there.
Yeah, they have, like, a Love Island mobile game,
yes.
so you can play it. Oh, it was actually season 7 that just aired. So Love Island airs every summer. It's a reality TV show where a bunch of contestants, men and women, go into a villa. So it's like this secluded island. They don't have their phones, so they're like cut off from the outside world, just with each other. And they're trying to find love. And they couple up with people. And then they also have what are called bombshells. So that's new people that come into the villa to kind of like shake the game up.
Gotcha.
So it's like, oh, this new guy's here. Do you want to stay with the person you're with or explore your connection with this person?
Okay.
And then there's recouplings, and if you're not in a couple, then you're vulnerable, and people get eliminated. But the end goal is there's eventually, I think it's 4 couples every year.
Okay.
There's eventually 4 couples. They make it to the finale, and America votes who the best couple is.
Oh, my God.
That couple then gets $100,000. It's actually one person out of the couple gets $100,000. And they get to choose, do I keep the money for myself
or do
I split it with the partner? Everyone always chooses split it.
Well,
also, besides like finding love, everyone who's on the show gets so famous and has such a social media following that it's like they'll get money through like brand deals. So it's like if you ended up keeping the money for yourself, you would be basically tanking your career by being selfish. But this season particularly blew up like on TikTok because of this one girl on the show named Huda. And this show, I almost didn't start it because it's like there's so many episodes because so it airs, there's 5 normal episodes a week.
Okay, 5 a week.
And then, so there's no episodes. It would be on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And then on Saturdays, there's like a recap episode where it's more like they're like talking and they have like, it's like a separate like interview thing like outside of the show. And there's like bonus content. Yeah, so basically 5 episodes a week of these people's lives. So it's a lot of content, a lot to keep up with. So that's why I didn't start watching until like halfway through when like everyone and their mom on TikTok is watching it, and I was like, okay, I gotta see what's going on. But there's this one girl, her name's Huda. She got a lot of like, was a very controversial person on the show because she would like crash out. And she was with this guy, Jeremiah, and he I didn't watch the full episodes from this part. This is when I was like seeing all the clips. But like they were super locked in, and then like he, kind of pulled back and, wanted to explore other connections. She like freaked out. She's like sobbing. She's like being rude to other girls. Like I think the term girl's girl was thrown around a lot, where people would be like, where she's like, oh, this one girl isn't a girl's girl. And then it was like she would do something that's directly like harming other women. It's like, well, you're being completely hypocritical. And she's also a mom. She has a daughter. So that's another thing she was getting some heat for, is people are like, okay, you're on this reality TV series, but you have a like 4 or 5-year-old daughter at home. And but anyway, But the problem is people, like, love her or they hate her.
Okay.
Like, she has such a strong fan base, which I think is frankly disheartening because I think she has horrible character.
Okay.
And seeing her on screen was honestly, like, frustrating.
I will
because
say
it is
she
like,
sounds,
how are people condoning acting like this?
Yeah.
Because if you are in a like a show like that, emotions are high.
You know what you're signing up for.
Yeah, and it's like, emotions are high. I totally, like, I empathize with her.
Yeah.
I understand being like, oh, I genuinely like this person.
Yeah.
Now they're pulling back, not showing interest. Like, that's frustrating. That's upsetting. That is painful.
I can never put myself on there.
Exactly.
Because I love deeply. Like, I couldn't. Yeah.
Like, I get you, girl. I get you, Huda. I would have been there, too. That's personally why I could never be on that show.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because it is, like, such heightened. But it's, like, there's a level. You can be upset. But if you're saying you're cussing people out and you're resorting to, like, low verbal attacks, it's like that just shows emotional maturity.
You know what that sounds like to me? High school dating. That I luckily was never involved in, but I can literally see it happening at my high school.
Yeah, it's like, again, it's just emotional immaturity. So she had that whole controversy with the guy, Jeremiah. He ends up getting voted off. She is on the show for, frankly, she made it to the final 4. And it is because, like, America, people get to vote. Like, you can vote on, like, the Love Island app.
Yeah.
And have a decision. So when it would be like, oh, everyone vote your favorite. Oh my God. And then the people, you just choose one favorite. And then the people with the least amount of votes get voted off. So because she has such a strong fan base, she would never be in those low rankings. So she just kept sticking around.
Oh my God.
But she ends up partnering up way later in the show with this guy named Chris.
Okay.
Now, Chris and her, I genuinely, liked their connection.
Yeah.
He seemed like a nice guy. He also seemed like he could handle her very well, as in, like, she would start, like, kind of freaking out about something, and he would, like, just
calm her down.
Yeah, he would validate her feelings, calm her down. It seemed very healthy.
Yeah.
But then it switched, and it was like she just got to this level where she just, again, started being toxic.
Yep.
And she, like, they did, like, this baby challenge, which, again, this is slightly different for her because she is a mother.
Okay.
But they had these, like, robot babies that it's kind of like, you know, you're, like, the health class experience.
Yeah.
Where you have these robot babies, you have to take care of them, otherwise they'll cry.
Yeah.
And then, like, people win or lose the challenge depending on how well they took care of the babies.
Yeah.
So her and Chris have this baby, and she's very much getting into this because, again, she's a mother. Yeah. Like, she was taking it way too seriously. Like, there was literally a clip where it was, like, Chris had, like, dressed her in something, and then she's, like yelling at him from, like, far away, like, don't put her in that. I hate that color. And it's like, it's a baby doll.
It's a robot.
Challenge. It's like, you are doing this to have fun. And she was just taking it so seriously that it was, like, causing fights between her and Chris. And then there was, I think this is an important part of the conversation.
Okay.
Because I think there is a double standard because she is a woman. And I think if she was a man.
Oh my God, it would be the end of the world. End of the world.
Yeah, because there was a physical aspect to this. So even though they're all on camera, her and Chris ended up having sex while in the villa.
Okay.
And right after they did that was kind of when she started to become more toxic and people started seeing those behaviors come up again, like she had shown with Jeremiah. There was a moment where he tried to, like, was, like, going in for a kiss and wanted to give her a kiss. And they were, like, off to the side, but still, like, in the main place.
Yeah.
And she, like, looks all around to make sure that people aren't there. And he's like, well, you're going to be intimate with me while people are feet away sleeping next to us.
Yeah.
But you don't feel comfortable being affectionate with me in front of these people. And it's like they're in challenges and something. They're all, like, kissing each other. So it's like he was like, he was super hurt by that.
Well,
like, why are you being physical with me privately and then acting like
publicly.
You're ashamed? And she was just like, oh, well, I messed up with Jeremiah and I just, like, don't want people to, like, you know, I just want to keep that private. I don't want to rush into things and have people do that.
But you've already had sex and that's known.
But yeah. And so I think it was super hypocritical. And also, like, if that was
a guy?
genders. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, you will have sex to me, but you will not show me any type of physical affection in public.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Like, that's such a huge red flag. And then this is the moment I, like, paused. I, like, paused it and, like, told my roommates what happened because I was so angry. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
So they, on the show, they have, like, talked about they don't get a lot of sleep because it's, like, they're only allowed to sleep for certain periods of times. Like, it's very, like, regimented.
Okay.
And this night was, like, before this big day. So they only had, like, 3 hours or something to sleep. And he wants to go to bed. And she wanted to, like, be physical with him. So she's tapping him in the shoulder like, hey, you should cuddle me. Hey, you should cuddle me.
Yeah.
And he's, like, pretending to be asleep. And then he eventually says, like, I just want to go to bed. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. And she, besides already repeatedly poking him and annoying with him, she says, all right, well, make sure you're picking your battles because I'm going to be upset with you tomorrow because of this.
Come on.
She literally tells him, if you are not physically intimate with me right now, I will be angry at you tomorrow and hold it with you over your head.
And over just cuddling?
Yeah, but it's like, and maybe she wanted more than that too.
Yeah.
And it's
that's
like,
what that sounds like to me.
That is coercion.
Yeah.
That is like on a level of consent, that is not okay to attempt to emotionally manipulate someone into being intimate with you.
Yeah.
And it is like, what? Like, that is insane behavior. There was that. And then, like, yeah, if the roles were reversed, like, if that was a guy doing that, everyone would be up in arms. But then people, because she has such a fan base, they're still defending her. Yeah. And her and Chris ended up breaking up before the finale.
I bet.
So they enter the finale not even as a couple. Wow. So then it's like they get to be in the finale, and there were other couples that did have genuine connections that got voted off. So I think it just goes to, like, the social conversation of, like, yes, this is a person who is entertaining. Yes, people were saying, like, the show wouldn't be what it was without her. Yeah. I'll admit that. I saw the clips of her crashing out on TikTok, and that's what made me watch the show. Yeah. So she did make the show more entertaining. That's what reality TV is for. Yeah. But she is showing that she is a mentally, an emotionally immature person whose behavior is directly negatively impacting others. Yep. And she was making the other contestants on these shows experience worse and being emotionally draining to them.
And she has the fan base.
Yeah. So it's just like...
And that leads me to say, it makes you wonder why some things in their society are the way they are. Yeah. Because you're praising people, you know, influencers, celebrities, whatever, that are acting like this. Now you see people acting like it in the normal world.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like... Maybe if you're a Huda fan, you can say, I mean, I think there's a level of, are these people or are these characters? Yes. To a level, they are characters. We are seeing this produced version of them on our TVs. Yeah. And we will probably never get the chance to actually interact with them.
Yeah, no.
So it's tempting to feel like, oh, well, I can just condone
just a show.
This person and it doesn't matter. But it's like, no, when these are real people, you are condoning their actions. You are saying that it's okay. Yeah. You are giving a platform to a bad person. Yeah. And we have to be so careful who we give platforms to. Yep. I was going to talk about Sierra too, but we're at 25 minutes. But there was another person on the show. There were two people actually who got kicked off of the show because of their presence on like social media. There was a girl named Yulissa who in the very beginning of the show, it came out that she had used racial slurs in social media posts, and she was just kicked out of the show, taken out in the middle of the night. Way down the line in the show, one of the contestants named Sierra was also revealed she had previously used a slur against the Asian community on her Instagram story. Yeah. And there was controversy with that where they were like, are they going to kick her off of the show? Because they kicked Yulissa off, which was kind of setting a precedent. But now she's so far into the show and so close to the end.
And did Sierra do it, like, earlier in her life?
It was like probably a year or two before the show.
Okay, and then
But she was an adult. She was an adult woman,
okay, yeah.
which she was fully developed. She knew,
She
and with the
knew-
context,
Yeah.
she was talking about getting, again, it was a slur against Asian people.
Asian,
and
yeah.
she was, in her post where she used it,
Mm-hmm.
was talking about having cosmetic work done
Mm-hmm.
to make her eyes look different.
Gotcha.
So it is not only is she using that offensive term,
Mm-hmm.
but she is using that is speaking negatively about
Yeah.
an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like contextually it was bad too.
Yeah.
And they ended up kicking her off the show.
Okay.
Which she seems like a very PR oriented
Yeah.
like fake person.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the show improved when she was off.
Yeah.
But again, it's just like we shouldn't be giving platforms to those people.
No.
Like it kind of
No, I
seems
agree,
when
yeah.
we're consuming content, it feels like, oh, I'm just making an edit this person. Oh, I'm just following them.
Exactly.
But we're all collectively doing that, and now they have a voice. They have a voice. They have a platform that they can talk to the masses.
You know
from.
what it reminds me of?
Yeah.
When Gypsy Rose Blanchard got released from prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you're giving someone a platform, not only a platform, a career.
Mhm. Yeah.
Although Sierra is not popular and she's not like necessarily getting brand deals, she's still making a profit. She still
Yeah.
has a platform and a career. And it's like, I don't know. So I think that just goes to say like, yes, we can enjoy reality TV. It is ultimately there
Yes.
for our entertainment, but
Be careful.
be smart about it and don't platform people who don't deserve it.
Exactly.
Which unfortunately is a lot of people.
Yeah.
But let's get into our rankings. I'm going to say last place and out, Labubus.
Yes.
Just like they're cool, but it's oversaturated and the trend has become too much.
Honestly, they'll probably be gone within a few weeks.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
So I guess number 1 goes to Love Island. As
Yeah.
a show, again, it's fun, it's entertaining, but
I'm kind of more intrigued
yeah,
now.
Huda's out. Be
Yeah.
cautious. It's also something with this season is a lot of people felt like it was too performative because the people that were selected were people who already had kind of a social media following. So it felt like they
Gotcha.
might be there for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see how and if they're going to rework that for the next season.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. All right. Well, thank you for listening or watching. We will have a new episode every Thursday, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.